There we go. All right, so the 319 patch notes. I mean, this came out of nowhere. I'm pretty surprised. It's Wave 1, so PTU testers and anybody who's spent $1,000 or more, or $1,000 or more, or subscribe. So, yeah, if you're really excited for that, the big thing is 319, I guess. I don't know. Testing focus, general stability, Lorville Skyline, salvage contracts, tractor beam tier 1/2, item attaching and detaching, Ghost Hollow, and mission density management coming soon to the PTU. Mining balance, V1, and new player experience. This is not good. This is a rush job already, and that is scary. I am in Evocati. I have not played the Evocati patch yet. I was planning on playing it tonight. Tonight was my first free day where I didn't have any other things, but what I was really hoping for is that all the features should be available in the PTU. All the stuff should be available in Evocati. Everything should be working. Then it should go to a live server. That's the point of Evocati, I thought. Apparently not. Yeah. So, Avenger, dude, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We're just going over the patch notes real quick. Known issues, and I think we'll see why coming soon. Mining balance isn't in there. Multi-location. Some pictures are missing. Harvestable deposits may be invisible to players. This is something that has been a problem, not just in this build, but has been a problem for Star Citizen forever. I feel like since we've been mining, there's been invisible deposits or uninteractable ones, right? Players can be injured and killed when getting out of the chair hab. So now when getting in chairs used to kill you, now getting out of them kills you. Redeemer, missing collision on the floor. We've seen that in previous builds. Argo Mole, the interaction prompts for all mining turrets are easy to miss or are in unintuitive locations for players. Okay. Constellation, Snubfighter doesn't work. There's some shard issues. Enemy AI combat is slow to respond or react. How slow could they be if it's in a patch note? Holy crap. Ghost Hollow. Extraction terminals cannot be interacted with. Okay. FPS hole scraping. Contraband screens have a vis area issue. All right, so nothing too crazy outside of the mining ones that are completely blocking mining from being there. But let's go over the new features. So salvage contracts. Addition of salvage contracts to the PU. This new contract called the Salvage Resource Rush is a mission where a faction or mission giver requests the scraping of a derelict or husk in their possession, either on the ground or at a junkyard or in space in a debris field. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be on the ground. Nice. Players accepting the mission are tasked to scrap the derelict to the best of their ability and sell RMC to a shop. Once the player is finished with scraping of the derelict, they can complete the mission in their Mobiglass. This mission will have 3 variations. Lawful. A lawful mission giver or organization requests the scraping of derelict. The location is secured by the organization with orbital sentries or centurions. That's cool. Lawless, a mission giver requests the scraping of a derelict. The location is not secured in any way. Risk of being raided by pirates is present. Unlawful, an unlawful mission giver or organization asks for the salvage of a recent battle, which is not accessible to civilians, cordoned off. The location is secured by hostile orbital sentries or centurions. Very interesting. Cool. Ghost Hollow Reclaimer PvP mission, not ready for feedback and testing. Then why is it in the PT? Like, oh my God. And then why is it a testing focus? It's so funny. Adding a new mission type to the Ghost Hollow crash site on Microtech, making use of the comm array as well as AI nav mesh. This is basically everything that they wrote before, like in the roadmap roundup. This is a mission with Outlaw Alpha UEC terminals in the Reclaimer Derelict. When active, they generate UEC that anybody can withdraw, creating PvP encounters between players trying to control the terminals, which are also guarded by Outlaw AI. To start the terminals, the comm array must be disabled. If that is done, the terminals can be activated in the tower next to the derelict ship. To start this event at the Ghost Hollow crash site, a player will need to disable the Stanton 4 comm array above Microtech, which will enable the terminals and a mobiGlass communication. So you basically just get money. Crazy. All right. Feature updates, Lorville Skyline. Great. We'll just have to check that out and see it. Tractor beam 0.5. Enabling handheld tractor beams to attach and detach items. We know this. Players can lock and unlock the ability to remove weapons and components from their ship by locking and unlocking the exterior through the pilot seat while aiming at a component with the tractor beam and detaching it. Hold B, and it will highlight the object with a glow around its perimeter and shape. Left click and drag to pull the component loose from its socket and hardpoint. While attaching components, an AR marker will appear. If the hollow line is green, simply let go. If the hollow line is yellow, rotate the item until it turns green. If the hollow outline is red, the item does not fit. Cool. Very simple, I think. That should work nicely. Ghost Hollow Reclaimer PvP mission. Adding new mission to Ghost Hollow on the Microtech site. So it sounds exactly the same as the one above it. That's like a double there for some reason. Density Manager mission updates. Okay. Updated the Density Manager. So this is... Entities and things dropped by missions such as corpses, guns, and debris will be cleaned up when the area is streamed out. As we reuse mission locations such as UGFs, the location will then be cleaned up and all mission items when the area is streamed out, while the player drop things remain as usual. Okay, so we drop things, it stays. NPCs drop things, it will not. Interesting. Reduce rebalance, because, I mean, obviously, the amount of times these get reused over and over again, there would be thousands of bodies after a day. Reduce rebalance the amount of ship weapons, missiles, and ship components that are currently sold at rest stops. Temporarily remove claim jumpers. Temporarily remove Oris and FPS missions. That one's interesting. I wonder why, since that was like such a big deal for them. And then lots of bug fixes, but we won't really go over those. So, and then, oh, here's one. Corsair Cutter C8R added to in-game shops. What's missing? This is good. I want to be happy, but what's missing? The Vulture. Where's the Vulture? Salvage missions are added to the game. You've sold the Vulture months ago. Why is it not in the shop? What the heck? Okay? I want to be really happy, but where's the Vulture in this? That's not good.